My name is Yuji Okui.
My name is Lucas Nakao.
Paul Tomizawa.
Stephen Fujimoto.
And I'm from New York.
I'm from California, LA.
From Rochester, New York.
United,
we aid.
The Tenri University.
TCI New York, Tohoku Relief Project.
I'm here to share my joy with others that were affected by the earthquake and tsunami.
I'm here to see the beauty and the strength of my brothers and sisters halfway across the world. I'm here because I want to help the victims of the earthquake and tsunami.
There's volunteer work that you can't just do anywhere.
Japan has always been important to me.
To be a part of something this big.
The cause of a whole nation.
There's still a lot of work that needs to get done.
Every little bit counts.
An opportunity for us to give back to the community.
Definitely an opportunity of a lifetime.
The morning of March 11, 2011, I remember waking up early to a text message I got from my friend.
It was March 10th in Vancouver still. It was in the evening. I was at my friend's house and we were watching TV, and then I got a text message
saying that there's been a devastating earthquake, which was followed by a tsunami that is destroying the northeastern coast of Japan.
As I'm walking home, I get a call from Sherry, my sister, telling me that there's like some earthquake or whatever in Japan. And I'm like, oh yeah, like there's always earthquakes, so I didn't think it was a big deal.
At first I thought like, well, Japan has earthquakes all the time, so.
I didn't have like TV or anything, so I didn't really understand how severe it was until I came back home and like I heard about it.
And then I realized, you know, as time went on that people just kept talking about it.
They had the news on and I was just wondering what was going on, and it just looked like literally a movie. The images were so crazy.
It was just devastating to watch all the news footage. It didn't seem real. It just seemed like it was movies playing.
I think everybody saw the same thing on CNN, where the water was rushing through. And at that point, I still thought, well, this is just something that happens once in a while. We have these things these natural disasters that happen. And then they started showing cars, and they started showing
live footage of basically water taking over the whole city.
They started showing the water rushing through inland and everything. And I guess that's at that point you start to realize this is not something normal.
Video after video after video of like the tsunami coming in,
destroying towns and cities and basically annihilating the coast of the northeastern region of Japan.
I immediately started crying because it just seemed so surreal.
It was scary. We didn't know what was going on at the beginning, so it was very difficult.
It was a very, very challenging day and many days thereafter.
I mean, it was a tough time for a lot of people, and to see something in this day and age that can affect so many people so quickly was really striking. My heart goes out to everybody here and the families here that were affected by the effects of the tsunami.
The Tohoku project is a project put together by one of Tenrikyo North America's most spirited members, Yuji Okui.
He's the one that came up with the idea.
Last year, right about this time that we are here now, he took his first trip to Tohoku, and he was so moved by the experience here.
The overall experience of the volunteer work was such an incredible life lesson.
The stories that he came back with last year and how much it had changed him.
I felt that this was something that I shouldn't just keep for myself.
He wanted to bring this back, and he wanted to give this experience back to the people of America, the people of New York, the people of California, and the people of Hawaii, which it's eventually become.
It took a year for this project to come full circle. It wasn't something that I believe Yuji imagined from the start. It was definitely started with an idea.
Something that I felt all the other people back in the States ought to experience.
He wanted to share with as many people as he could, and we were drawn to that.
The young members of the church became inspired to want to experience the same thing that I have. And that was sort of the start of this project that we were able to put together for this summer.
He made it into a project and an event. And so it was something that we were all looking forward to for a long time.
All of the people that were in Tohoku, living in Tohoku, volunteering at the center. The one request that they would have for me is to go back to my home country and to spread the word of hope felt across Japan and in the Tohoku region.
They've sent a bunch of us over here to do some hands-on work, volunteer work.
It allows us to experience the conditions that are still an issue in Tohoku.
Helping out, you know, their fellow brothers and sisters.
To bring a little bit of joy to the people who were devastated by the tsunami and the earthquake.
And to offer them some support.
To see that there was many people that were going to be able to do something like this, especially because of the logistics and a lot of the planning was already being taken care of.
Gathering people from America and Canada and Hawaii to come to Tohoku, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't be able to come if it wasn't for this project.
It really gave us an opportunity where I could come and really dedicate my time to really help.
I'm really grateful because I wanted to come and to help out, and if it wasn't for this, I probably wouldn't have been able to.
So in the beginning, when we thought up of this project, we were thinking of it in terms of a more smaller grassroots project.
Back then it was something small. He just wanted to gather like a bunch of us young kids from New York and just take us there.
And basically do the same thing that I did. However, it's quite costly because you ride a number of trains and buses, and it does take about 12 hours. And so that was sort of the one obstacle that we had, how we would be able to travel out there. And so with keeping that in mind, I think that's when we decided that fundraising would be something that we would have to do, different ideas to raise funds. Since then, little by little, the project started to take shape, and eventually we were able to gain the support of Tenri University.
And then all of a sudden he started bringing up, TCI and Tenri University, and then he was like, yeah, and all of a sudden, this thing might turn into like a couple of buses going, and then we were like, that's incredible.
With the support of Tenri University, we were able to have the buses and everything.
With the cooperation of Tenri University, we were able to arrange the trip. And if all of us that came on those 2 buses, if we can just make a difference in one person's life.
But it also includes gathering people from different places. So many people are participating who come from all over the United States and Hawaii and Canada.
But coming up here, seeing the spirit of actually everybody that's involved with this, I got something that I wasn't expecting.
Uniting their minds and their efforts together towards their relief efforts in Tohoku.
You're drawn to the cause of the project, and it connects people, and that's the most important thing that I think the Tohoku project does.